Everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Entertainment only, that's just for legal purposes. What I really want to have a look at, I'm going to have a look at the RNC conference, but very first up, I'm just going to give a little blurb about what I've been noticing in the media locally in Australia. Last night on the Talking Heads, where they delve a little bit deeper after the news, they were talking about Biden's NATO speech and how rousing it was, etc. And then they had on a commentator, a regular commentator they have on their show from the US, who a week ago was basically calling for Biden to step down. Tater came on today and talk about a change in attitude. The rhetoric of stepping down was basically just a little stuttering, spluttering squeak at the end, in the fact that it's losing the momentum and the opinions are changing. So, thank goodness. So I was on Susan Lynn's and Kevin from Loving Vibrations Collaboration Live, just in the chat, having a talk. Unfortunately, I had to go. I had an appointment. But Kevin had said, hang on for a week or two. You'll find that the blurb that comes out will change. And I totally agree with that, because we're seeing that change already from our part of the world, talking to commentators in the US. What I really got to, so just hang on, it is coming. What I really got a feels on George Clooney, when his opinion piece was published yesterday, I was like, grumple. But when I actually sat in the energy of that opinion piece, I got the feeling that George had actually written that opinion piece 3, 4, 5 or more days ago, and that the editor of the newspaper had held it back to a point where, opinion is starting to turn. I need to stir up more angst, etc. I need more clickbaits, and then the editor published the article then. So I really get the feeling that it had been written a while back now. Gosh, a week in politics, everything can change. So just be aware, sentiment is changing, and grit your teeth and hang on. Now, what I want to have a look at is the RNC conference. So I'm using my Trip and Wait Tarot, which is what I use for the GOP, because to be honest, they are all rather high and living in La La Land. At the moment, it's not available on Etsy or Amazon. Just pop Trip and Wait Tarot in the search engine, and you'll find where it is available for sale if you're interested. Interestingly enough, as I'm poker shuffling the deck, thinking about the RNC conference, you've got the lying, the stealing, the betrayal, the ending of the king being trampled underfoot, and I want to have a look at Haley versus Trump at the RNC. Now, there's no way that Trump is going to have Haley as his VP. He wants her money, but he doesn't want the person. So I just want to. He actually doesn't want any. He doesn't want any VP. He thinks he's wants. Well, he just wants to be it and everything himself. But I want to have a look at Haley versus Trump. So, overwhelming emotions, a new beginning for the voters. Emotional breakdown, perhaps, or just simply a cleansing. So, in the primaries, Trump, I believe, got about 76 of the popular vote. Haley got about 20% of the popular vote. And there were around 4% of others, like Ron DeSantis, etc. So we're looking at almost 25%. 1 in 4 Republican voters don't want Trump. So I just want to see, now Ron DeSantis, he's out of the picture, but I just want to see how it's going to go. So show me at the RNC Oh, well, I'm going to say these turned over. Trump being seen differently, and a difficult decision needs to be made. So, the RNC coming up next week, I believe. Show me. Show me Trump at the RNC, and then I'll do Haley at the RNC. Oops, something's flipped out. Will Trump get the nomination at the RNC? Will Trump get the nomination at the RNC, the Republican National Conference? Guns allowed in the outer areas. Gee, can't see that going wrong. But come on down, let's have a look. So this one fell out. Okay, Trump at the RNC. In his gilded cage, in his luxury, thinks he's got it in the bag, but not listening to public opinion. So let's see where this goes. Challenged by the legal proceedings. So this is my Jack Smith, Alex Whiting card, but it also might be challenged by a truth that comes out, a reality that comes out. So this is the sort of truth, the sort of wisdom, the sort of justice coming forward, legal issues. So he may find himself, he's in his gilded cage, la, 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 I've got it in the bag, give me the money. But he might be challenged by a reality that comes for him. Foundation of this reading, chaos, can be moving forward incredibly slowly, or not moving forward at all, because in this particular chariot card, the two horses in front, the sphinxes, are made of stone and they do not move. So this might be the energy he's living in, but he's in at the moment, stewing in the foundation of Trump at the RNC, not moving forward and causing chaos. In the past, we've got, well, again, this card here where he's sort of crammed in the corner, hanging on, looking at the money. But you've also got, as one of my beautiful viewers pointed out, the magic mushrooms at the around the throne here. Okay, internally looking at the money, looking at the protection, and here's the voters. So this is the RNC voters, the delegates. Let's see how this goes. It may not go Trump's way. He may not be the delegate. They may be tearing down because he did get popular vote and he got the majority, so technically he's the nominee, but he still needs to get the approval of the RNC, and they may decide not to do so because externally, first of all, nobody but Trump is getting any money from the RNC, but also what he is offering is no longer appealing. They're not getting the donations. It's fool's gold that they're seeing. We've got this ending of a cycle and the door opening to a new beginning. Hopes and fears, the Page of Pentacles, offering something new, the outcome. Oh, is that Nikki Haley? The Queen of Wands there? An inspirational female coming forward, making clandestine agreements in regards to potentially money, contracts and agreements, meeting delegates behind the scenes, giving and receiving help. I've really switched in this because of the burden of the message. I don't know that Trump's going to get the votes. The contracts and agreements that are being made around this female that's going to end up in thinking it's all in the bag, but it's pitiful due to the chaos of the message. A decision needs to be made about who they are going to back, and then we've got this Queen of Swords, the feminine energy coming through, and introspection. On the base, out in the cold, Trump may not get the nomination at the RNC. Let's see where this goes. out in the cold when the decision makers are come together due to there is a choice that needs to be made. Smoke and mirrors, difficult choices, uh, choices based on greed, addiction, power. It's being stopped from potentially being stopped. Back up against the wall with the messaging that his star is just in this rabble-rousing, the RNC, the rabble-rousing in the RNC. They're going to feel like, because of all that is happening since he got the nomination, that he may be too wounded to back. And you've got these two figures out the front going, rah, 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 but everybody in the background is walking away. Something has not yet been revealed in regards to a female energy here. If I keep going, he's in an uncomfortable position, being seen and heard. We've got the shapeshifter. We've got the rebalancing in the face of the lies. Do not expect Trump to get the nomination. I'm just going to say that. Do not expect Trump is guaranteed the nomination, because there's a lot of dissatisfaction behind the scenes, especially with the news that's been coming out. Even though the mainstream media are doing their best, there's a lot of news coming out, this lunacy, lies coming to the surface and being exposed. The Epstein files are now out there. We'll have a look at those a bit later. There's some serious reconsidering going on here, is what I'm feeling. First of all, one and four have said they previously have said that they're not going to vote for Trump. So it's almost like, well, if 1 and 4 voters, Republican voters who bothered to get out for the primary, don't turn up for the actual voting, they can't win. Okay, let's have a look. How's Nikki Haley going to? What's this? How's Nikki Haley going to go at the RNC? How's Nikki Haley going to go at the RNC? Come on down, let's have a look. Oh, she's making some deals. She's making some secret deals behind the scenes. She's meeting with delegates. Okay, her challenge. Emotionally walking away is her challenge is, okay, her challenge is going to be to just leave it and walk away. Deciding whether it's her time or not. Here we've got foundation, the articulate orator bringing forward messaging. So she's listening to the messaging that's coming out from the delegates that she's meeting with. Her past, been seen and heard and not selected. So let's see where this goes. Crowning the reading, we've got the manifestation, the ability to manifest. He thinks she may be able to pull the rabbit out of the hat in regards to this. She's got a lot of conflicting energy here at the moment. She thinks she could win the nomination, the official nomination. So she's talking with other delegates, but her challenge is, does she let it go? Does she walk away for now to fight another day? The independent female, again in the gilded cage, not necessarily listening to public opinion. We've got this King of Swords externally for her, bringing forth a truth, a reality, internally hidden agendas, secrets behind the scenes and hidden agendas being revealed. She's seriously thinking about it. Hopes and fears, the chaos moving forward. unable to move forward the outcome. Very similar cards to Trump, it's mixed up and in a different order. The Ace of Pentacles, the outcome for her, the opportunity escaping through her fingers, trying to hold on. Look at these opportunities coming here. Pentacles are about messaging, but they're also about opportunities, and they can also be about health. She's really considering, and here she is, Queen of Wands, the inspirational queen. She is really considering. She feels that she's the emotionally stable, inspirational messenger, but she's keeping a lid on it at the moment. She's considering the possibilities, and then full illumination, but also out in the sun, exposing Trump. Exposing Trump and his legal cases that are causing issues about who to choose. Oh, on the base we've got the moon, the secrets coming to the surface, the chaos coming to the surface, and forcing the devil into retreat. Okay. Hard work behind the scenes, volatile information, and the vascular moment. Or, okay, thank you, betrayal. Betrayal. She is really considering going up against Trump for the nomination because she thinks she can get it. But she is talking to delegates behind the scenes to see whether it's worth her risk at the moment. I think she's going to, because we've got here exposure of Trump, legal and choices, justice and choices. The two queens, the inspirational messenger, not yet revealed, this hidden agenda, her intentions, but there is a plan here. Okay, so I'm going to look at this a little differently. I'll leave this down so that those that want to see how I shuffle can see how I shuffle. Will Trump leave the RNC conference as the nominee? This is why my poor old cards always look so used and abused. Will Trump leave the RNC conference as the official candidate? Will Trump leave the RNC conference as the official candidate? Well, here's the actions and consequences, legalities. Will Trump, it's a yes card, so let's see. Will Trump leave the RNC as the official candidate? Another yes card, okay, moving forward. And then we have, do I want 4? Yes, 4, okay. Yes, Justice, Chariot. He's because of his past lies, his past lies, his promises. Okay, thank you. Right, love it when my boys come through. If you hear them, let me know. Because of his past arrangements to steal the election. Just putting it out there, that's what they've told me. Because of what is already in play If you're interested in that, watch my Roger Stone video from a couple of weeks back. Because of his past arrangements and agreements to steal the election. We've got here wounded. He's going to feel very wounded by the betrayal by Nikki Haley and those that back her. But it's an end of a cycle for him. Okay, thank you. I'm getting that he's going to, if anyone dares not back him, he's going to withhold their money, which he's already doing, but it's very much about the money here. So we've got, again, he's looking at who is loyal to him, stability, security, and he's rewarding those who are, but he's going to find himself entrapped by, I was going to say trapped in his own body, because here's the karma card, and he's going to be stopped. Yeah, I am getting that, yes, he will. Yes, he will be the official nominee because of these past arrangements. And I still don't think he's going to make it to the election. We've got poor choice based on greed and addiction, not liking what's on offer, connections to Russia. Can also be something significantly new coming forward that leaves Trump out in the cold with a lot of headlines coming forward very quickly due to his health, juggling his health, his diminishing health, and there's going to be a spotlight shone on it. If I keep going, the appearance of rah, 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 all is fabulous, but behind the scenes it's not. And then we have the feeling of betrayal that can, I'm going to say, very possibly lead to this vascular event that I keep picking up on. So all is not happy in the GOP camp. I'm getting, yes, he is going to leave as the nominee because of the past arrangements to steal the election, but okay, where do I go with this? So I don't feel that Nikki Haley's going to get it, but boy, oh boy, he's going to be really cross. Let's have a look. How will Trump feel? How is Trump going to be? I'm not going to say feel, I'm going to say be. How is Trump overall, his physical health, his mental health, his emotions, Trump after this Nikki Haley betrayal? Throw out there. An ending to his strengths. How's he going to feel? Well, first of all, he's not going to give any money to the delegates that have portrayed him. A judgment moment for him in regards to the agreements he's made, having to defend himself, and an emotional overwhelming, maybe an emotional breakdown that's going to put him in a different and stop him and set him on a new journey of being trapped. This feeling of betrayal that is going to come out is just going to be overwhelming, emotionally overwhelming for him. Something emotionally unexpected out of left field. And then we've got the King of Cups, I'm just going to say something to do with the DOJ, IRS. unexpected out of left field with the IRS. We'll have a look at Clarence Thomas in a minute. And the lying, stealing, betrayal, abuse of power. That's going to end up in this difficult decision moment. And then we have the minor arcana death card, the emotional death to those who support him. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to put it out there. I do see him getting the RNC nomination, but boy, oh boy, it's going to be an absolute rabble-rousing bung fight in there. He's going to feel all sorts of emotional betrayal. He's going to hit back. Yeah, it's going to be. Okay, thank you. The word they're giving me is catapulting. So I'm not sure whether that's where that's going to catapult him to, but that's the feels of it. Okay, I'll leave it there. I might even have a look at the RNC next week as well. This is going to be quite significant. Catch you shortly. Bye bye.